Just 7 athletes in the field here, as Maurice Gleaton was a scratch from this race. Some final moments of reflection for the athletes, though I only, now that I'm counting, see only 6 athletes in the field. So we'll look at lanes and gather whether we're down another athlete here for this high school 100 meters.
Well, you know, it's interesting looking at all these athletes' CVs or their resumes, and they win 2 state champs, maybe 3 in one meet, and they come here and they just have one race to run. It must be refreshing, but it also must be different. You know, they're not warming up and cooling down or putting their legs up in between. It is just focused on one event tonight, and I'm wondering if some of them like it. Maybe they miss their other events. Is this their favorite event? You know, all those questions.
A lot of excitement brewing for these miles that will follow this last 100-meter sprint. And I think we found our lost 7th sprinter. And that's good news, because wouldn't want to speculate a reason why we would have lost one more of the athletes. And now it looks like we're going to have our full complement. Reggie Witherspoon of Seattle is in lane 1. Jaidyn Johnson of Bloomington, Indiana, the Indiana 100, 200-meter champion in 2. Gavin Stafford, Bighorn, Wyoming in 3. Cole Isaac Cramer out of New Jersey in 4. Ezra Brown out of Greensboro, North Carolina in 5. Langston Thomas of Missouri, their Class 5A champion in 6. And Mikey Munn, Windsor, Colorado 100, 200, and 400-meter champion. Before we show the race here unfold in 2024, let's go back 3 years to 2021 for Udodoi Onwuzurike. The boys 100 meters. And we're underway. Onwuzurike in lane 4, out very well, and he's going to hold off this field and win it. And look at the time, 10:23, wind legal, new meet record. Onwuzurike went on to compete at Stanford, and now continuing that career at the elite level. The boys start list for you at 100 meters. And again, just 7 athletes in the field, missing Maurice Gleaton Jr., the junior who scratched in this field. We moved Cramer, Brown, Thomas, and Munn over one lane each. So lane 8 is now vacant. Cole Isaac Cramer was 3rd at an indoor national meet this year at 60 meters. That usually means you've got a good start. So we'll keep an eye on him in lane number 4. Also does have the fastest PR of the group for this high school boys 100. And Jaidyn Johnson got a little ahead of himself and not necessarily competing for Olympic trial titles or anything like that. So going to have a conversation with Jaidyn, and they're going to let him run, which is the right thing to do here, Carrie.
Yeah, I think so too. These kids have come a long ways. They've put a lot into it. They're excited to be here and give them that opportunity. And again, it's more practice. This is what happens at the world stage. You know, this is what happens at the NCAAs. It's all about getting experience.
Yeah, the only challenge after one of those things happening is you may find yourself absolutely glued to the blocks that second time around if you're Jaidyn Johnson, not wanting to be a repeat offender here. But everyone back in the blocks, and maybe that takes some of the stress off for everyone here. It's a big stage, and the final stage for the sprinters here at the Brooks PR Invitational. This is the high school boys 100 meters. And this time they're underway, and keep an eye on Cole Isaac Cramer in 4. That 60-meter speed carries him all the way to the finish line. A little celebration there at the end as he will take the win, as the time will be 10:35. Respectable mark there for him. It is wind legal, listed at 1.0 meters per second. So Isaac Cramer out of New Jersey comes all the way west and will rehydrate after a win here in Renton.
Look at how he got out so strong. He didn't even take a look at that finish line until he was, a quarter of the way into the race, and then he had time to celebrate. He put that finger way up high in the sky. He was pumped.
Yeah, we'll get a good shot at the celebration here at the end. He got himself there first and won by 15 hundredths of a second. 10:50 his next nearest competitor, and Lieza Rebound. And Langston Thomas also makes the podium here in Renton, finishing third in 10:53. So our sprint races are complete, and we'll get to the miles to conclude our program. We got 4 miles